Most of the people who are successful in running their business, right? If you ask them, what's your number one regret, right? They'd say that I wish I had started like a year back.
Yes.
Hi there. Welcome back to another episode of Freedom Formula. And today we are going to talk about something that stops most aspiring entrepreneurs from even starting. What are we going to talk about? Analysis paralysis. So tell me, Kavya, what's your experience been with analysis paralysis?
Let's first address what is analysis paralysis, right? It's like you're stuck in a decision making mode, right? So most of us aspiring entrepreneurs, like you said, we keep researching different opportunities, and we have a lot of options now, and we keep researching, we keep exploring, and will not take the next step, right? Most of the time, we don't know which to start. So that is the decision mode where you're stuck there. So it's like, for example, you're standing in a crossroad and you have different paths in front of you and you don't know which to take. And that stops you from taking any of those roads, right?
Absolutely.
So that is where the paralysis mode comes into picture.
Totally.
So you're not even taking any road out of it.
Any road.
So you're still thinking which road can lead me to that perfect destination, right? So that is what we call as analysis paralysis. And it's like overthinking.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So that's it. Why we get into this state is one is overthinking, because we want to be perfect. So perfectionism.
Yes.
With perfectionism, we keep trying and again because we can never feel perfect enough to be there. Then fear of failure. A lot of us have that. You know, I have so many people asking me all the time, but will I be a success? I don't know if you'll be a success. I don't know if I'll be a success.
Exactly.
But without trying, how will I know? Without getting into it. So fear of failure. And then there's so many options. There's information overload out there today.
Yeah.
You know, it's just constantly, okay, no, I'll do this. Oh no, but maybe that'll be better. But maybe the fifth thing will be better. It's crazy. So actually that paralyzes you.
Exactly.
Perfectionism, fear of failure, and information overload.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, there is a cost to all this.
Yeah.
Right? So there is an opportunity cost to this.
Absolutely.
So the more you wait, the more you delay, the more it's actually, in a way, if you think about it, it's costing you money, right? So if you ask most of the people who are successful in running their business, right? If you ask them, what's your number one regret, right? They'd say that I wish I had started like a year back.
Yes.
Or 2 years back. So they've been thinking, but not starting.
Yeah, I realized this morning when I woke up that I work in a very instinctual manner. Like for me, it's like an osmosis, the way I go forward. So it's that first thought that will come to me, that's the one I should follow. And the minute I start overthinking, I definitely get it wrong. What do you think about this percentage bit, Kavya?
Correct. But before that, like how Vimal said, right? And you said it is like information overload for you, and people nowadays want to know everything before they even take one step. Right. So they just want to know if it is a perfect opportunity for me or not, but they're not taking even that small step to even explore more about it. Especially in our business now, we ask them to go watch the free workshop, and then we ask them to sign up and take the next step. They don't want to even take that small risk by paying the $149 to explore more, and we are telling them that you will get to know everything about the business once you pay the $149. But they don't want to take that small step.
Guilty.
Yeah, we've all been there. Right? So and that is also like a few people want to take that step slow, like they want to explore more. But what we are saying is, don't get stuck there and don't get paralyzed in that mode itself.
I got stuck there. I had such issues, and then I realized, but I'm actually a non-judgmental person. Why am I being so judgmental? Oh, this one looks like a scamster. Oh, this one is this. Oh, that. I mean, it's ridiculous how you can let your mind get carried away and stop you from doing something. And today, as you said, I regret it. I wish I'd started a year ago or 2 years ago once I started.
But to give you an example there, like if you're driving a car and if it's like fog, right? And we have our headlight, and you just keep going till wherever you can see the road, right? So that's how you people should be, is what I feel. You have some information, take that, digest that information, take that next step and learn more. Like,
That's
explore
exactly
more,
right.
right?
That's
That's
exactly
what I
right.
would say,
Yeah.
right?
There
Great
has to be a
analogy.
trust level. There
Yeah.
has to be a trust level.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you can't
Yeah.
trust everything online, but
Yeah.
do some research.
Yes.
We are not saying that you just have to like jump into any opportunity that you see,
Exactly.
but explore and don't get stuck in that exploring mode and decision making mode.
That's true. That's
Is
true.
what I
Yeah.
say,
You
right?
can't be an explorer forever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have to
exactly.
be a person who takes the plunge and takes the challenge and does it.
Yeah.
Correct. So how do we overcome this?
Yes. Yeah.
Analysis paralysis. Like, one thing I would say is just set a deadline. So for example, if you have come across an opportunity now and you've got some information, now set a deadline that, okay, in the next 2 weeks I have to make a decision about this.
Exactly.
You either make a decision to go ahead or not go ahead.
Exactly.
Don't be stuck in that mode,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
That's exactly what I did, in fact. So when I came across this thing, I said, let me understand what this is. Let me sleep over it for maybe 5 days. Okay.
Yeah.
At the end of 5 days, if I'm still convinced,
Then I decide.
I'll go ahead with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there should be a deadline for
Yeah.
sure, right? Like you said, 5 days. So
Yeah.
I'll look at it. I'll think over it for 5 days. Then
Yeah.
whatever is my decision, I'll take that. So that is what. And I've spoken to people who talk to me for months together, and they still be in the same thinking that, no, I don't know, if I'm still not sure if I have to go ahead or not.
Yes.
That's
Right?
true. That's
So
true.
you're just wasting your time. You're wasting
Exactly.
time. One thing is, you're not taking the step. You might be that opportunity might be completely changing your life if you take
Could
that action, right?
Exactly.
Otherwise, you're at least concentrate on your current life rather
Exactly,
than just
that's
thinking of the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
An opportunity doesn't knock twice.
No.
It just
Seriously.
knocks once sometimes. Right?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you don't take that action at that right time, you might even
You
lose
might be
it.
You
missing.
know, exactly. We forget that life is time bound.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
forget that.
Correct.
You know.
And like how you said, Nandini, about the percentage, right? Another solution for this analysis paralysis is that there's something called embrace the 70% rule, right? So you might be looking at some opportunity and you're 70% sure about it, but you're not 100% yet. But if you're 70% sure, it says that just take that next step, because you can't wait for it to be 100%, right? So you can't get all the information at once. So if you're at least 70% sure, take that next step and explore more about that opportunity. Try it yourself and see if it works for you or not, right? And we also can take small steps, like
Small
we said.
steps.
You don't have to invest like a fortune into something and start if you're not sure about it, right?
Exactly.
If you're
Yeah.
70% sure, for example,
That's right.
take small steps,
Exactly.
right? Make small investments and try
Very
out
true.
and see if it works for you or
Very
not.
true. Very true. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, like I believe strongly in, if something feels right, that's the one to do.
Yeah.
So for me, it was that it just felt right, no matter what something was saying out here. You know.
Yeah. But if it doesn't feel right, then you like for you to feel right about an opportunity, right? Again, it comes back to deadline. Right? So in the
Yes.
next 2 weeks, if you don't feel right about it, don't
Exactly.
take that decision.
Don't. Yeah. Absolutely.
Right? So if you
Completely.
even after 2 weeks, if you're still thinking about it, then it's time to take that action
That's
and
right.
go
Yeah.
sign up. Like look more about, like check more about that opportunity.
Yeah.
Completely makes sense. A lot of
Yeah.
good points.
Yeah, a lot of good points.
Yes. So
Right.
yeah,
So
to summarize,
go ahead.
we can the first option is to take small steps. Don't plunge into something which you're not comfortable with 100%, but take small steps and explore more. For example, our business, right? So if you sign up with 149, you'll get more information. So take that first step, explore more about the opportunity, then you can decide.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And remember, life doesn't go on forever. It's time bound. Everything is time bound.
Yeah.
And luck favors the brave. So you
Yeah.
got to take that action.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks,
everyone.
everybody.
Thank you.
We'll
you
meet
guys
again in the next
next
episode
episode.
of Freedom Formula.